Hey everyone! Well, we're here, we're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we are heading back on over to Reddit, filtering by top post of this week, and just seeing what the Huns have been up to. I'm excited to see what posts have been going on over there, so if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all my fun links. I have links to my Patreon, my channel members, my anti-MLM playlist, my social medias, and an email that you can send content to that if you ever find it while scrolling the many forms of social media that we have nowadays, you can send it over there. And with all of that said, let's get into reading these posts. It's the end of the month, and this Bravenly Hun has been begging for people to buy her products for a week now to hit a new record. So the first post says, "Whip those credit cards out, friends. I'm so dang close to this goal." And then another post says, "Okay, who wants to help me hit a massive goal before the end of the month? Yes, I'm talking to you." And the OP writes, "All the likes and comments are the same Bravenly teammates." So another post says, "Guys, I'm like 2 orders away from hitting a goal I've never hit before. Please help a sister out." Another post says, "Who wants to get our newest coffee at my price? I have a couple extra bags." And then they write another post saying, "I'm running for yet another huge goal. Who wants to help me and my team hit it?" Another post says, "One more order and I'm gonna hit a new record for personal sales. Who wants to push me over tonight?" Another comment says, "Who wants to try my products at my cost?" What does that necessarily mean? Like, at my cost? Like, at the price that, like, if you own your own business, like, they would never say, like, who wants to buy this product at my cost? Like, at a cost that I chose and deemed worthy to sell it to you for. Like, that's a very odd way to word that. And one of this post right here, it says, "Who wants to push me over tonight?" Like, kind of a silly way to word that as well. Like, I get that she says, "Who wants to push me over that, like, record-hitting goalpost?" I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, who wants to push me over tonight? Kind of very strange. Obviously, maybe they did hit it, because right here they said only 1 more order. And then here, about maybe a week later, they say, "Guys, I'm 2 orders away from hitting a goal I've never hit before." But it's like so sad when you have to get on social media and beg your friends and family to buy from you so that you hit these certain goals, and these goals could maybe be like where you need to hit a certain amount of sales in order to rank advance. So it could be for that, and this could be the goal that they're talking about. Or it could just be maybe their upline is insisting that they need to hit a certain number so that their upline hits a goal, and to them, it's like they've been convinced by the upline that they too would also be hitting this goal if the upline ranks up. I don't know. It's always sad to see. Also, like, to tell somebody to whip out their credit card so that you hit a goal, it's just, it's a really bad look. Really bad. Comments on here say, "Wow, great advertising. No mention of the products or the prices or why the customer should buy from them, other than it will help me meet my goal." Somebody else said, "Zero marketing skills. All energy goes into a perpetual me pity party." Yeah, that's very true. I know, this is not how you sell a product of just, "Hey, I need you to buy this so that I can hit a certain goal. I've never hit this goal before, I need you to buy it." It's like, well, what are you selling? What is this price? Like, why are you not advertising your products better? You're not doing a very good job besides just saying, like, "Hey, I just need you to buy this." It's like, okay, but why do I need this product? What is the product? What company do you work for? This is not how people who are in true advertising or who are promoting their own business and trying to sell their own product try and sell their own product. They would talk about what the product is, and they usually have no issue discussing what the price is because they said it and they are confident in the product and the pricing that they set it at. They're not trying to be sketchy and weird and just say, like, "Hey, help me because I need it." I mean, I guess they did say here, "Who wants to get our newest coffee at my price?" Again, the my price thing just doesn't make any sense. This person's not very good at marketing. And then again, because a lot of these people are not meant to be marketers, and they don't believe it's a sales job because they are told that it's not a sales job. They're told that you just talk about the products on social media, and wow, people will be so overcome and have to buy from them, which is obviously not the case for this person or for any HUN out there. What in the spell check is going on here? All right, let's make this a little bit bigger so I can read it a little bit more. Okay, we have Arbonne. Favorite FAQ. Favorite. My favorite question, facts and questions. Frequently asked questions, that's what it is. Saying the word favorite right here definitely gives me some passive-aggressive vibes a little bit, so let's continue reading. Is Arbonne a pyramid scheme? To be blunt, no. Pyramid schemes are when you get paid for recruiting people. I do not get paid anything at all when you choose to sign up. We get paid of product sales, just like a retail shop. Well, don't you also get a commission on the sales of the people below you? And isn't the only way that you can that you can rank up your MLM ladder is through recruitment? So yeah, that kind of sounds like something to me that's shaped like a triangle. We work hard to support others to build their businesses up, and only then are we rewarded for this. Wow, that is delusion if I've ever heard one. Pyramid schemes do not offer real products and services. Arbonne products are getting shipped out daily and used by people all over the world. People may be using Arbonne products on the daily, specifically the people who are claiming it to be their own business are the true customers of this business and this business model. It still does not take away the fact that the whole incentive of Arbonne is to recruit people and make them think that it's their own business. That is usually what they lead with first. They almost always talk about the love of the business before the love of the products. Arbonne does not makes no promises unless you put in the effort and hard work. What? Arbonne does not make no promises unless you put in the hard work and effort. I don't think it works like that. I don't think Arbonne's like, well, I mean, you didn't put in the hard work and effort, so no promises. We have takesy-backsies rules. I don't know what they're trying to say here. Someone has shared that Arbonne is like a square. Everyone has the same opportunity to make it to the top. Okay, if that's the case, then does the top continuously change daily, maybe weekly? I'll even give you monthly. I'll even give you yearly. Is that the case? Because I don't think that's true. And also a square is a very bad example. A circle might have been better. But no matter what, it's still a pyramid shape. What I do is what you are all doing using your social media accounts. The difference here is that I'm sharing products I am using and that I love whilst also getting paid to do so. Do you get paid to share what your favorite Starbucks drink, the awesome movie you just watched, that perfect jacket you just bought? Some people might. If they bought a jacket on Amazon and they're part of the Amazon affiliate program, they could post a link to it. And if somebody else purchases that jacket, then they get a little bit of commission for that. So yeah, people could be making money through talking about their jacket. And people could be getting paid to watch a movie. I know there are secret shoppers who go and they watch movies. They get paid to watch movies. They just have to basically write a review about it, do a little bit of, talking to some of the employees and taking pictures and making sure everything's clean, and they get paid to watch a movie. And I would also like to ask, are you just posting on social media, talking about it, and actually getting paid? Or do people have to actually buy the product that you are talking about for you to get paid? So just like people talk about their favorite Starbucks drink or movie, they're not getting paid for it, you aren't either just talking about it unless somebody purchases from you. So you could spend all day talking about Starbucks or Arbonne, and if you're not making a sale, then you didn't make any money either way. So that's also something. Yeah, I agree with the OP on this, is that they clearly did not do any sort of proofreading before they made this. They were clearly, somebody somewhere triggered them about being a pyramid scheme, and they probably talked to their upline, and their upline fed them the nonsense that we hear all the time in team calls or even opportunity calls of why this can't be a pyramid scheme, because they have a product that they love and talk about, which I don't know how that absolves you of not being a pyramid scheme when the whole main idea behind what you're doing is recruiting. That's the whole point of you even doing opportunity calls. But, or my favorite is when they say, we can't be a pyramid scheme because you can surpass the person that recruited you. Which I don't know when that became a requirement of it not being a pyramid scheme, but that's kind of my new favorite thing that they do. Yeah, this person just clearly got upset by somebody calling them a pyramid scheme. They made this to share with I don't know who, but also when your business is compared to a scam, that's not a good look. That looks very bad. I have to see what the comments say on this. Arbonne does not makes no promises. Isn't that true? Somebody else said, they don't get paint anything at all when you decide to sign up. I see, they are just commenting about, yeah, the paint. They don't get paint anything. I know they meant to say paid, but again, just a quick proofread would really show that you at least put in half a percentage of effort. Just a little bit, just to make sure that it's truly what you want to say, because when you're making something like this, you are clearly trying to make a statement and get somebody to be on your side. And it's really hard to be on your side, one, when your argument makes absolutely no sense, but when you are showing that you yourself don't really care about this business either, because you're not willing to take the time to proofread something that you are putting out there to the public. And, you know, you're supposed to be a professional. This is supposed to be your business, so you want this to look good, but, I mean, they just go to show that they don't care. They just are upset about this because maybe in the back of their mind, the people that get upset about their business being called a pyramid scheme is because they know it is. They know it is, and they just don't want to believe they fell for a scam, which is completely understandable. But it's like, maybe look and understand why people are calling it a pyramid scheme and get out before it's too late, instead of looking really silly by defending your scam against not being a scam. What MLM term really bothers you? For me, it's financial freedom. Especially since the ones that use that term leave the people that join them broke and emotionally spent. I've seen these companies manipulate people into believing that they're entrepreneurs and working for themselves, which justifies BS like them paying for the product before selling to customers, or paying for their own training, trips, conferences. This term is too ironic when people quit their jobs only to wind up with expenses that outweigh any income while they burn bridges with their loved ones. I think that the people high up have to be sociopaths. Yeah, I kind of wonder that too. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to claim that they are sociopaths, but you do have to have no empathy, basically, to be at the top of an MLM, because you know that you are just sucking the money out of the people below you, and that's how you are in the position that you are at. And to just continuously feed lies to people that it's their own business and they get financial freedom and they too can be like them one day, when it's such a small minority of people, 1%, less than 1% of people that are actually successful. And it's usually the same people year after year after year that are successful. It's not a rotating change of more people who are successful. Like, obviously the people who are successful are still successful, plus a lot more people are. We would see that reflected in income disclosure statements. It would be literally reversed. Like, the number one rank would have the most amount of people if this was truly as easy and amazing and just follow the systems and you'll be successful, as they say. It just isn't the case. There is no financial freedom when they are working all the time. Even the people who are at the top, they're constantly working. They're having to constantly talk to downlines and convince them to stay and posting on social media and talking about how much they love the products and how much they love this company. Like, they are constantly working because they have to keep up the facade of this perfect, amazing life so that they can keep at least having a pretty decent life. And I will answer OP's question here, what MLM term really bothers you. And I believe that I speak for majority of my audience. And we all agree that probably the worst MLM term is pour into. We don't like pour into over here, or love on you. I don't really like that either. I don't want you to pour anything into me. I don't want you to love on me. Don't do that. Get away from me. Do not pour things into me. I don't need you to pour anything on me or into me. So I think that would be the term that I really don't like, because I think they think it sounds endearing, but to the majority of us, it just really sounds creepy. Sad post from a former colleague. I need a part-time gig. Any ideas or suggestions would be great. I can work during the week, trying to pay down medical bills, vet bills, and life. Yes, I sell Scentsy. I just don't have the drive and time for that to be successful. Plus, I hate pressuring people into buying it. That is so truthful. It's really hard when you are just not good at sales, and this is a sales job, and you do have to pressure people, and they can claim up and down, left and right, that you're just becoming friends with people, you're not pressuring them to do anything. If your whole point of becoming friends with someone is to eventually sell them on something, whether that be the business opportunity or the product, that's a problem. And clearly this person has empathy and feels bad doing that to people, and they don't feel comfortable doing that to people that they know, or in general, anybody. And I don't blame them. That is a major reason on why, before I knew about the whole anti-MLM community, why I never wanted to be a part of an MLM, is because, one, I know I'm not good at selling things, and also I didn't feel comfortable asking people continuously to buy my products each and every month in order for me to maintain certain sales quotas and stuff. So I just knew that it just wasn't for me. And I hope people help them, because, you know, hopefully they can get out of Scentsy, or Scentsy kicks them out. I think you have to pay a certain amount each month, or spend a certain amount each month to remain active in Scentsy, so they may not be doing it. And this also shows that in order to have a level of success, you do have to put in a lot of hard work and time. And if you don't have that, if you're working a full-time job, it's not in the nooks and crannies of your time. It takes over as your full-time job. You have to be continuously messaging people and talking on social media and being a part of these team calls, and it's a lot of hard work that they really don't talk about a lot unless you like really look at certain team calls, and they will say, like, you have to be a part of all these calls if you actually care about this. You have to be posting at least 5 times on social media. Just take an hour and plan out your posts. And it, like, that, I guess, sounds easy, but you have to know what you want to post, and that's eventually when you just become a carbon copy of every other MLM out there, because you're just doing what every other MLMer is doing. It's not really unique. And even if you are following the systems, you need a large amount of people to say yes to buying the product or signing up underneath you. And the amount of conversations that you have to keep up with is a full-time job in itself. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted just talking about it. Comments on this say, and then 100 other HUNs jumped on that post talking about how great their own MLMs are. I bet. Or they were like, hey, instead of Scentsy, you'd love Arbonne. It's so easy. I make such great money. Like, this is the real MLM for you. We're so much different. We are not the paint pyramid scheme that you think we are. Somebody else writes, too bad you already bought a bunch. That's the catch of MLMs versus wage jobs. After you buy from Scentsy, etc., they couldn't care less if you resell it or not. They made their sale and their money. When people clock into sales clerks or fast food jobs, they aren't required to buy all the food in the freezer before they are allowed to start a shift. Exactly. They pay you for your time. The customer comes in. They are not the salesperson. They don't have to also ask the customer buying a hamburger if they also want to be a cashier. They don't have a job on top of their job. It's too exhausting, and I just hope that this person arguably probably did come to the realization that it just wasn't what they thought it was. Somebody fed them a bunch of lies. They fell into it because they thought it was going to be one way, and then the further they got into it, they realized they don't have the time, they don't have the drive, the motivation, and they definitely don't have the money to be dealing with any of this. U.S. Army HUN adventure, and looks like they posted to Instagram of a picture that my computer does not want to load. Here we go. They're clearly on a road trip. I'm excited to see what it says. Adventures during a work trip. What? Does your company let you explore on your work trips? Is this exploring? You're just driving through the mountains. I feel like if somebody was driving to a work trip, this is also what it would probably look like. It's not very unique or special. I've moved and my drive has looked like this, just mountains around. I've just gone for a drive and it's looked like this. I've driven to work. No, my work has never looked like this. This would be pretty though. But like, if you're just driving somewhere and you're in the mountains, like, is that really exploring, or is that just driving to your destination? That's kind of how I see it. OP down here writes, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like she's saying her MLM lets her go on adventures while working at her real job. Her MLM lets her go on adventures while working at her real job. How I took that is that she's currently on an adventure and that her MLM is allowing her to do this. Let me see. Let me look at it again. Maybe I misunderstood. Does your company let you explore on your work trips? Adventures during a work trip? What? Yeah, I guess I'm confused. I don't quite know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I'm not sure. I just get the idea that they just took a picture, wrote some dumb caption, because they're trying to inspire somebody to want to do this, and they thought, well, at least it's kind of a pretty picture, so I'll just use this to hopefully inspire somebody out there to sign up underneath me. Maybe the comments will help me. Comment says, doesn't nearly every company do this? When you're off work hours on work trips, you're allowed to do whatever you want? Sounds pretty standard to me and not that special at all. Somebody else said, what does she think other people do on work trips? Get locked in their hotel room immediately after they clock out? Okay, maybe that's what they're talking about. Yeah, exactly. It's like you go to some work meeting, you do whatever you need, and then when the day is over, they don't lock down the hotel and don't allow you to leave. Like, you're allowed to leave. You're an adult. It's your time now. You can go explore the city. You can go wherever you want, as long as I guess you're back for work the next day if you have to come back for whatever it is. It's interesting how they try and twist whatever logic they can to make it seem only in an MLM can you do this sort of stuff, when in reality people get time off in their everyday life. Like, they have time off to do the things that they want and enjoy. There's people out there right now who are looking forward to getting off work so they can go to a restaurant, so they can go to a movie, so they can go to a concert, so they can go spend time with their family, because they have that ability to use their time as they see fit. They don't have to use that time to also promote their MLM business. Alright, so we have reached the end of the video, and we all know what that means. It is meme time, and I found one from 4 years ago that only has, well, now that I've uploaded it, it has 8 upvotes, but I thought it was cute. It says, MLM meme I made, and let me zoom in on it a little bit closer. So they say, it is the entrance to hell, and they say, huh, your name's not on our list. And then the person goes, of course not, because I don't belong here. I just came here to tell you about this awesome product. And then the person puts the clipboard down, and in the next panel, we see the gatekeeper to hell dragging the person down the stairs to the entrance to extra hell. This is so cute. I love this. This is adorable. Very cute meme. Very, very cute. People who just think that they're just selling a product with an asterisk. This product comes with the annoyance of never shutting up about it. When you're in an MLM, they want it to be your life. They want you to become completely and utterly dependent on it. They want your friends and family to get involved in it so that everybody around you is also dependent on it. Like the people who end up getting the car, they end up becoming very dependent on this MLM because they need it in order to pay for this very expensive car payment that they now have under the idea that, oh, the MLM's so kind for giving it to me. It's kind of a way to hold people hostage in these MLMs. Also, these retreats are just a way to further manipulate, further gaslight people into thinking this is the best job ever and they could never ever in a million years find anything better, when in reality, literally anything is better, because more than likely any other job that you get, you will not have to sell things to your friends and family in order for you to start out seeing some form of success. You get paid, you clock in, clock out, and you leave, and you actually get time freedom. Your time is yours when you're out of work versus constantly all the time needing to talk about work. Yes, you may be on somebody else's clock or time or money or whatever they say when it comes to traditional jobs, but when you're outside of work, your time is your own. You don't have to spend that time being in a Zoom call that you're not paid for, paying for training of nonsense, constantly bringing in more product into your house under the idea that this is what you need to do in order to make more money. One of those things definitely sounds like time freedom. The freedom of your time to do what you want, and the just talking about time freedom. One is actually time freedom. The other is just words. Alright, you guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Did you like the way I did that? I said really, really like it. Please subscribe. Is that my outro? I'm forgetting my outro. I feel like it's been a while since I have sat down and recorded a video. Probably because it has. I took a break with family stuff, amazing family stuff. It's been really, really awesome. All good news, in case you guys were at all curious. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really, really like it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything anti-MLM in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!